Okay, today is November 22nd, 2010, a Monday. This is Yatanda Williams, our new tenant, and we're going to do the walk-in inspection. We're here in the living room, and I'm just going to go around and comment on what we've got here. This is the fireplace. It's been cleaned out. I'm going to ask Yatanda if she wants to use it. We've got to start really, it hadn't been used in a while. I think it's fine, but we just have to take one tiny thing like some newspaper and make sure the smoke goes. Call me before you use it. Okay. That's the simplest thing. Yeah. Sound good?
I do want to use it, and I will call you prior to.
Okay, that sounds good. There is a sofa that was left here by the outgoing tenants, and they have the right to come get it. We've talked about that. There's also a couple odds and ends here that we're not even sure what it is. We might trash it or whatever. Also, Joey, my maintenance guy, is going to come in and just touch up the walls a little bit. There's some spackling that needs to be sanded and painted. The floors are old. It's a mid-50s house, and there's a few scratches on the floor and some dark stains, and that's throughout the house. And I'll try to take a picture when we walk through, but it's, you know, it's a 1950s house. The front door here, the door handle needs to be fixed, and that's on Joey, my handyman's list to fix when he comes over in a couple nights. Now we're going to go out. Let me just ask Yatanda if she has, and the ceiling here, there's been a roof leak, and that will be fixed once the leak is fixed, and the roofer is supposed to be here today to meet me, so that's underway. Yatanda, would you like to add anything in this room?
No.
Okay. And one thing Yatanda and I have talked about, and this is written down, is that in return for her, and this is written down, I don't know exactly how it's written, but basically she's agreed to take the house as is. It needs some cleaning, and the leaves need raking to the curb, and she's going to do that in return for me letting her start moving in a few days early. And again, that's documented in the lease, and she knows her responsibility when she leaves is that the house has to be cleaner than it is today, right?
That's correct.
And here on the front windows, there's, it could use a little bit of paint there. There's a little bit of wear and tear there. And like here, there's like a spider web or something on the outside. I'll probably get that down today. I got a stick that can get that down. Now we're going to go out here on the porch, and this really should have been washed down by the outgoing tenants, and there's some chalk from the outgoing tenants' kids still left up there, and Yatanda knows that that's her responsibility to clean.
Yes.
Any comments, anything you want to add there?
No.
Okay. And now we're going to go in the dining room. Replacing the light bulbs, there's a few burned out. That's my responsibility. Joey will take care of that when he comes in and does some things. And that electrical outlet is missing the cover. Joey will take care of that. The furnace filter needs cleaning. Yatanda and I have discussed that's her responsibility after it's changed initially. And that I'll email her a reminder monthly to make sure that's clean. And that affects her heating bill. And it can affect the furnace repair, which if she does not change, if the air conditioning or heating guy comes over and says it's a filter problem that caused it, that would be Yatanda's responsibility to fix the furnace. Yeah.
Will he put a blonde up in there for me?
We can do that?
Okay.
Okay. Or we can do that.
Okay. Just for privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thanks for noticing that. There's no blind there, and Joey will put that up. Remind me to get that done. Okay. Okay, and again, the floor is just old, and you can see the condition. There's some spots, and there's a spot right there where Yatanda's standing. Okay, let's go in the kitchen. The refrigerator needs cleaning. The outgoing tenant did not clean it, and part of the deal is Yatanda's responsible for cleaning it, and we'll leave it clean when she leaves. And you can see here, get a general feel for the condition. Okay. And the thing that covers up the bottom is missing. It may be somewhere, but it's basically missing. Okay, this hinge is broken here. Remind me to get that fixed. Joey and I talked about that. he might not get everything, but just make sure I get that done for you.
Okay.
And basically the kitchen's clean. The oven needs cleaning. It's not horrible, but it needs cleaning. You can see a spot there. You can see that. Okay. Here on the wall, there's a couple scratches on the wood panel and nothing big. Right there, you can see one. Laminate floor is a couple years old. I'd ask Yatanda to put she's going to clean this afternoon, and I'd ask her to put Murphy's oil soap or mop the floors, because there's some spots like this, for example, right there. Put your foot there, will you? Right there. There you go. There you go. Thanks. And there's a spot in here to just basically Murphy's oil soap will get this stuff up. But that's an example of the cleanliness that she's responsible for and needs to leave it. And there's like some crayon on the wall that Joey will get. Okay, this is the door handle I mentioned that Joey will put on.
Okay.
The utility room out back here. Yatanda, she can pick up a $10 shower rod at Walmart and pick up an inexpensive shower curtain, and she can give me the receipt and deduct it from the rent if she'd like to do that. I told Yatanda that I had seen water underneath the hot water tank the other day, and I've got Rick, my handyman, coming over to take a look at that. It may or may not be the water heater, but we're going to take a look at that. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Can you just clean that out for me? That's filthy. The outgoing tenant should have done that.
That should be done every time you use the dryer.
Good. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
And there's another example of what needs to be cleaned, and the floor needs to be mopped a little bit. Would you like to add anything in the kitchen or the utility room that I may have overlooked?
No.
Okay. This is an exhaust fan here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
And all you do is pull that chain, okay?
It's cute.
Can you close that off? Because I need two hands. Here you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, let's go. This is a hallway, kind of normal hallway. There's a couple pieces of trash left in here. Yatanda will get rid of that. The bathroom, the floor needs mopping. Yatanda will do that, and the tub needs cleaning. Make sure you spray like bleach, that.
Yeah.
Hold on, man, I'm glad I thought about that. Do not, bleach is dangerous on this material.
Okay.
I will email you I will email you the directions for cleaning this tub. Okay. There's specific products recommended, and I put these tubs in 4 or 5 houses, and one of the tenants left. She was distracted by her kids and left a sponge on the bottom that had a bleach solution, and it discolored the bottom of the tub because she did not follow the directions. And some of the products, there's one product that does have a little bit of bleach in it, but it specifically says do not leave for more than 5 minutes before you rinse it off. So please do not clean this until, and I'll email you that this afternoon, okay? And if I don't, remind me. Okay. It's no big deal. It's just the dangerous thing is bleach is not friendly to this.
Okay.
If it's left there for over like a minute or two.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll wait for instructions on that.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Okay. This bedroom, there's a broken slat there. And basically, see, looks like some crayon on the wall there. I'll try to remember to ask Joey to touch that up when he comes. Anything you'd like to add here?
No, this one I haven't seen the closet yet. What's that?
Okay. This room, basically good condition. Joey needs to sand and paint that spot and 2 spots there. Again, the floor is just old like the other floors. Okay? This room is similar to the other ones. There's a couple stains, for example, there and there. And there's a touch-up spot needed here behind the door. There's a little bit, this looks like old latex paint or something right there. It can probably be scraped off. You just document that. The closet's an empty closet. Okay. And these doors, there's a couple spots on these doors. Someday if you get ambitious and bored and want to paint the doors, I'll provide the paint. So if you ever want to do that, just let me know.
Right.
And let's see, okay. And in the attic, we went in the attic already, and Yatanda just confirmed with me. Basically, there's 1 or 2 things up there that Yatanda asked me to leave because she might find useful. Otherwise, it's clean. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with that.
Okay.
This, I don't know if you saw this or
I did not.
It's, I don't know what
Oh, wow.
it is. That's pretty too bad.
They must have moved furniture and dented it there. I don't remember that being there. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, this is between the living room and dining room, and there's a gash. It looks like they hit it with furniture or something. So that's documented, that that's not Yatanda's. And here you get the light shines better on what needs to be just touched up on that wall. Okay, and let's just take a picture of the yard, the leaves and stuff. We'll just go out there. And you can see the leaves have pretty much fallen, and that's part of the deal too, where Yatanda is responsible for raking the leaves both in the front yard and the backyard to the curb no later than the 15th. And then she'll let me know, and I'll call the county and have them suck it up with a big vacuum cleaner. Tim will be getting the gutters cleaned today. There's his ladder over there. He's working on it. And that's, can you think of anything else that we need to document? Okay, so I'm going to end this.
Sign off.
Sign off.